Good morning at 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay, it's a late start today. My agronomist Wade was up this morning. We went through plot plans, trials, all kinds of stuff. We kind of made up our list of things that we want to include this year in different trials. A lot of stuff that's the same as last year, a lot that's a little bit different. We're adding some stuff. We're doing a few things just different. So we'll go over that sometime. That's not for today. Brock's here. Brock's washing row unit meters on the planner here. So hey Brock, next Tuesday I have somebody coming to work on our corn planter, so we have to get this out of here and the corn planter in before Tuesday. Well, we don't have to, but that's kind of the goal. That's what I would like to have happen. I don't know if we'll get there or not. I need to get I want to see if there's a part number on this hose that we need to replace, because if I can get a pre-made one that's exactly the length that we need from John Deere, we're going to do that. If I can't, we'll just have to get this one off and get one made. But if I could have one ready to go in when we take this one out, it would make that job a little bit easier. So I'm going to look into that. All right, I have isolated. It is this hose here, and on the bottom of that sticker, we've got a part number, AA74764, and I can look that up and I can get them pre-made from John Deere or from my dealer. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. That way we can get it on hand. Hopefully we can just couple them together and use, when we're pulling the one out, use it to pull the new one in. That would be best case scenario for getting one put in there. Worst case scenario is we have to pull all of those hoses out to get one in. That would be bad. We do not want to do that. So we'll get that coming so that we got it, and hopefully can get it tomorrow or Monday or whatever. And then let's see what else. Oh, gauge wheels. We're going to work on some gauge wheels. All right, so we've got a few of these new spiked closing or gauge wheels. We're going to figure out where we want those. We'll put them all together, like 3 rows in a row or something like that. But we do have some on here that are no good, like this one. It's got a chunk missing here, and it's got this cut in it. And so I'm going to go through and find all the ones that are bad, and we're just going to set them off to the side. Found another one here. This edge is all chewed up. That's no good. But I found something else interesting. All right, so we've talked about a little bit about this, but we have the RK gauge wheel arms. RK is a company. It's actually owned by Copperhead Ag now, but this is a different style of gauge wheel arm attachment, basically, than what originally came on this planter. Originally, there was a threaded bushing in here that you used for your in and out adjustment, and they could get kind of sloppy. Deere has updated the style to a new style. We have a few of those down there I'm going to talk about in a second, but essentially this uses a bushing in there, and then it's got a pin that threads into this cast piece, and you use these shims to move that in and out, and then it's got a nut that provides some tension on it here. But I just took that gauge wheel off, and I just want to show you, like, this pivots this way, but it has almost no side-to-side slop in it, very tight, just really good adjustment there and that. This one that I took off down here on the end, this has the new style Deere, and I don't know how many years this has been on here. They're not brand new. It's probably been 3 or 4 years, I would say, since we put these on. But this is the new updated style from John Deere that's supposed to be better than the original ones that were on here. Look at this. You see that? Look at all that slop. That's terrible. This is the good one. It's supposed to be better. No good. So we should probably replace those and put RK kits on. I think there's just 4 rows here that have the Deere style. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So anyway, just something I wanted to point out to you. Those RK kits are really good. There's other companies that make some pretty good ones too. Those are the ones that we have used. There's 5 of them that are no good, which I'm pretty sure is what I counted when I was going through seeing how many I needed. So must be I found the same 5. See that? That's no good. Now the question is, where do we put the new spiky ones? Spoked, not spiky, spoked. I don't know if Phil has a preference on this or not. I was thinking maybe around the tires would be a good spot, and I had 2 bad ones right there, so we could do, those 2 rows and this one, or we can wait until Phil's back and ask him what he thinks. I also got these new seed tubes yesterday when we got our filters, and we've got to install the sensors, so I did one here. Look how nice and shiny and clean this is. Man. Brock, this is what you're supposed to make them look like.
You cracked down on me yesterday. I'm taking too long. So.
I did? Oh, yeah, I did.
Got 4 done?
Yeah, well, you were taking a long time. Those ones just...
Look at that. They're almost better than new.
Almost better than new. It's because they're wet. The difference, and I don't know if it matters, because... I mean, I just don't, but, like, it gets really cloudy inside there where the seed runs. Yeah, these are all wet. You can't really see it. But... I don't know. Anyway, there was at least 2 that have broken seed tubes. So I got one done. We need to put another one together. I gotta go find it though. It's over here. There was somewhere. This one goes right here. And we'll have to put a number on it. But down here, this one on the end, when I was taking it apart, noticed right here. There's a broken hook. There's supposed to be a hook right there. It's broken. It's super nice out today. This is good. So, Brock's still washing meters. We got a bunch of those to do, and just kind of need to get it done. So, he's gonna work on that. Although Dad just pulled up with the backhoe, he's got a flat tire on the front. So he was gonna see if we had a tube, and I don't know. But I told him to have Brock help him with that. I'm gonna go down and hang up the other fan in my seed warehouse. It's yeah, we need that. All right, so we put up that fan over there, what's that, last week, and it moves a lot of air. I want one on the other side, and I thought about putting it on the same side, but I think we're actually going to go kitty corner and kind of put it underneath where that fiberglass insulation is there, basically just opposite of that one. So we're going to put together the stuff that we can on the ground here. We've got to change the down rod on it, or put the down rod on, I guess. Comes with this little short one, and then there's a longer one. We need the longer one because of our angled ceiling. Put the blades together and stuff, and then we'll take it up and put it up there. Shouldn't take me real long. I've done one. I know what I'm doing at this point. Okay, well, we've got this put together. Same thing as the last one, where there's a safety cable to hang it that's barely long enough to make it through the extended down rod, so I hook it to that pin there, and then there's another cable they give you with the down rod that I hooked to the pin down here, so they kind of overlap, and we should be fine. But this is ready to go. Oh, I got to cut that bag off that's got the remote in it. Oh, and I forgot to put these on. Yeah, we got to take that apart and put this on there. Cover. I forgot. But I assembled the blades down here. We had to put these pieces on the ends. That was much easier to do on the ground than it was hanging off the lift and the fan way up there. So let me take that end back off and get these covers put on, and then we'll go up and hang it. I've got it up! Oh, I got to get that tape that's hanging down up there. And we had enough cord. I had a longer cord for this one. Just barely enough. But we had enough to snake it down across, and then down, and then across on an angle over to the plug where the garage door opener is. Which means I don't have to leave the lights on for this one to run. So that's good. I have not tested it yet. We gotta get that tape down, and then we'll try and turn it on. I turned that one off and killed the power to it via the light switch, and I wanted to program the same remote. So now that one is on, working, excellent. I'll flip the light back on, press on off. I'm hoping I can pair them together, and they will both run off of one remote. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. They start really slow sometimes. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, sweet. So we have 2 fans working off the same remote. Excellent. I have gotten a few comments about the fact that I have a radiant tube heater, and radiant tube heat doesn't heat the air, it heats the objects in the room, and that I don't need fans because you don't get the stratification of hot and cold and heat rising. Well, you're wrong, because it does. If I don't have those fans running, it's probably 20 degrees warmer up in the ceiling than it is on the floor. Just a guess. But like, I can feel the heat just standing under this fan here. I can feel the warm air being pushed down on me, and it makes a huge difference. And we just need to keep it circulating, especially with all these boxes in here, right? Like, you're not getting airflow through there. You're not getting heat down to those bottom ones. We got to warm the air and get it to circulate through these and move. So hopefully the fans will do a good job of that. Because what I really need, the only reason that we have heat in here is because I need what is in these boxes to be 40 degrees or warmer. That's the goal. 40 degrees inside those boxes. And I mean, getting the heat to penetrate that deep into those boxes is not easy. You can't just turn the heat on for a day and have it like this in here and expect it to be 40 degrees all the way through there, especially if they were down to 10 degrees or something when it was really cold. It's going to take time for that to get through there. So we got it up to 60 in here though now. That's awesome. Since I took my Christmas lights down yesterday, I had a couple extra extension cords around. So I unplugged that fan from that light and plugged it in over there by the heater. And now I don't have to leave the lights on to leave the fans on. So that's convenient. Anyway, that's good for down here for today. Let's head back to the shop, see how Brock's doing, and see where we're at with that planter. Dad got his backhoe tire taken apart. We didn't have a tube, so he called and found one, and he's going to go get one tomorrow and have them do it because, well, tires suck. So, right, Brock? Yeah. We're going to throw it in the back of his truck for him. Brock asked Phil, he saw him, about where we want to put these spiked gauge wheels in those 3 rows we had talked about. They will work, so there is one. Changes the look, that's for sure. You can see the openers right through there. That's yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's an advantage to them or not, but we're going to run it. There you go. You can see right through it. Cool. All right, well, we got those 6 spoked gauge wheels put on there. They're fairly adjusted, right? You want them, so the idea here is that the gauge wheels rub on these openers, but not so tight that when you lift it up like this, that it stays. It should fall back down. That kind of scrubs the dirt off if anything was to stick to that opener blade, and keeps dirt from getting in and falling in the seed trench behind it, but at the same time doesn't wear it excessively fast. So I like the way this one is adjusted. All right, well, it was a little all over the place today. Anyway, I'm going home. Thanks for watching this one. Tomorrow I have a meeting in Columbus, so I won't be making a video. Sales training to teach me how to sell seed. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to it, actually. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you on Friday. The goal is to get the planter out of the shop. So we're going to finish washing some row units. Hopefully we'll get our hydraulic hose. We can start fishing that through. And I may not actually get it out of the shop, but we will get it to the point where we can get it out on Monday. So have a great night, everybody.